For the first time ever, welcome to the second round preview. In this case, it's the Eastern Conference Semifinals between FC Cincinnati and Inter Miami. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a truly remarkable accomplishment for the Inter Miami team that has been with the league for 5 seasons. And they're finally able to get over that hump to get to the semifinals of the Eastern Conference. Cincinnati, no, I don't think they have any stranger of moving on. Despite having the worst franchise start in history, they managed to get the new regime in. I think they got the new regime in, and they got some really good players, and the rest is history. Now FC Cincinnati ends up being one of the most dangerous soccer teams in America, and I'm not even exaggerating. Their stadium helps their case too. Their stadium is just amazing stadium, TQL stadium, very hard to play in if you're an opposition team. In fact, the last time we won in that stadium was in 2023. It was at U.S. Open Cup semis to get to the U.S. Open Cup final a couple of seasons ago. So, but this is the MLS playoffs. It's a little bit different. We are playing for something. Absolutely playing for something. We're trying to play to get to the MLS Cup. But the one way to get there is to win this game, which in this one, it is a one game playoff game. It's not a best of 3 series this time. It is a one game elimination game in the second round, or in the semifinals, what you call it. But in the past 5 seasons, not 5 seasons, actually, yeah, 5 seasons, Inter Miami has beaten them on numerous occasions. However, these past few games, Miami has not have the greatest games at that stadium. Okay, case in point, the Supporting Shield season, we got our asses handed to us 6-1. 6-1 in that stadium alone on July 6th. I remember all too well. I wore a white jersey to tell you guys it was a surrender. Then the game after that, we beat them 2-0 despite having a red card into us. Well, actually not last season. July of this year, 2 games happened. They're 10 days apart. We lose 3-0 and we drew 0-0. We didn't even score against Cincinnati this season. They're that dangerous. My point here is really difficult to play at that stadium recently. I think, what is it? I'm trying to remember. They opened the stadium, I want to say May of 2021. May of 2021, I believe, if I'm correct. Because I remember that Inter Miami was the opponents of that stadium, that home opener of Cincinnati in 2021. We led 2-0, and they came back to tie it. I remember being really pissed. And then Gonzalo Higuain coast to coast to get that game-winning goal against FC Cincinnati. I remember that all too well. But I think it was 2021, May of 2021. Miami had a terrible year that season, really bad year. It would have been just embarrassing to lose to Cincinnati at that time. Now losing to Cincinnati, it's like it ain't no shame of losing to Cincinnati. But with all that being said, with the early success against Cincinnati, 2022 becomes a real deal, and then 2023 and beyond that, they become such a force to be reckoned with. And then we got them in the second round, the Eastern Conference semifinals in the Eastern Conference. And Inter Miami is a road team, so it's going to be really, really tough. Really, really tough. All right? Evander, one of the best players, in fact, the best player of that team, with 18 goals, 16 assists in 35 matches. I want to say, if my math's correct, I'd say about maybe 30 something. You know what? Let me ask her. What's 18 plus 16? 34. I was correct. At least I thought I was. At least I think I said 34. 34 points in his system. If we're doing hockey terms, he would have 34 points. Evander. He's just so good. He is just phenomenal. That's the player to watch out for. As well as Denke with 16 goals. That's 2 behind Evander. So there's some offensive threats. We all know there's offensive threats. Bucha with 8 assists as well. Brenner with also 6 goals, and Orlando, if I said it correctly, with 6 assists. That's what Messi, Allende, and even Luis Suarez, and people are already writing off this game as it's an automatic loss for Inter Miami because of the fact that Luis Suarez is now starting. I don't know if that's necessarily true. He does have a temper. He does have a straight-up temper, Luis Suarez, and I too is growing very frustrated with Luis Suarez. But I don't know if the behavior thing will be the result of our downfall. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he actually does step up and play the game as he should, because Messi would like this too. I would like to get the MLS Cup before our stadium opens, which now we found out it's going to be April 4th of 2026. We found this out. That's going to be happening in Miami. Okay, that is a important date in this history for Inter Miami. I would love for us to get the MLS Cup before that happens. Okay, this season we're so close. We had a lot of chances to win a trophy. We didn't do none of it. We did not do none of it. And with the playoff series win, I don't expect Mascherano to go. But we'll see what happens. But Jordi Alba, Busquets, they are going. They are going. So if we're not going to do it for Messi, we got to do it for Alba and Busquets. That's the point I'm trying to make. And playing at TQL Stadium is going to be really, really, really difficult. So they better play the cards right. Otherwise, we could kiss that trophy goodbye. We could literally kiss our trophy goodbye. So it's our big chance to do something awesome. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I'm truly excited and nervous for this game between FC Cincinnati and Miami. I think it's going to be a wonderful game. Hopefully Miami comes out on top, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, there you go. That's this preview. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. If you have, please watch it. Like this video and subscribe for more content because Miami TV is back. And when it does, people right through it for your team. This is Miami TV sign off, folks. Everybody, have a good rest of your day. Adios.